What's up YouTube, this is Rafa Elite Bikes and today I'm going to be installing an integrated brake light on my MT09 2019. In reality it already had an integrated tail light, I'm just replacing the unit. So I'll make a quick video and show you guys. So here she is, MT09 2019. Let me just show you real quick. Whenever you brake, it starts to sort of like either flicker or it just switches off this side completely. I had this one delivered from AliExpress. It was about £17-ish. Let me show you what's inside the box. I believe it's a like-for-like unit. I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod and we'll get started. First thing you need to do is remove the seat, of course. There it is. Seat coming off. Now, let me set you up right here so you can get a better view. So in reality, you should take the sides off. You got these two, you got these two and these two, and also these two. So just go ahead and take them off, because otherwise you are gonna struggle to get it done properly. So you got another few screws you need to remove at the bottom. So you got a few grommets, one there and there. And you got two screws here on both sides that you need to actually remove. There's one more over here. There we are. So that's side panel coming off. So now we got to do the same on the other side. So for you to be able to get to that screw, you need to remove the side panels, otherwise it's not going to pop out. So now that's your second panel, your second fairing coming off. And then now we move on to the bolts that are actually holding the brake light. Second one. And now your light should be free. So now we're just going to lower it and sort out the wiring. Whoever installed that light didn't do a great job, so some of the wires were coming loose actually. So that might be why it's having issues, so I'm just going to replace it just to be on the safe side, you know what I mean? Better to be safe than sorry. This connector, it's got that plastic part in it, which is basically goes in there in that hole. So you need to basically pop it from the underside. You need to push those two in and then push, because otherwise this won't come out. Regarding these plugs, if you don't know how to actually remove it, break the connection, you just press that plastic part there, that pin, and you just pull it apart. And there it is. So now we just remove the wire out in order to get the new one in, which depending on how it's been routed in, it can be a bit tricky, but at least we got some of it out now. There it is. And then, well, this needs to be looked at properly. So I'm just going to pull it and then remove the light completely, because then we can rewire the new one. It's pretty much the same wires that come on the other one. So this is the new unit, and it comes, well, this one came with the actual plug. So some of these wires need to be plugged into here in order for it to work. Your yellow wires are going to be the ones for the indicators, and then obviously the rest of the wires are going to be plugged into here and then connected into this wire. So all we have to do is just obviously plug the wires into the right place with the correct position, because these connectors are supposed to clip into there. Don't know if you can see that, if the camera will focus. So let's go for it. So this is the right position, so that you should be plugging this into if it's not come plugged. So you got red on that side, green on this side, and black at the bottom. Now we need to start routing the wire back in so we can actually connect it eventually and actually put the light in the correct position it's meant to be in, which is that one. Don't forget to take out the clip-ins from the old one or the OEM so you're able to actually put the screws back on. So these pieces here, those two metal pieces, they need to go in there so you can actually screw your bolts back on. Just rerouting the wire. To plug it back in, all you need to do is just basically push it in and it will snap into place. Now I need to basically just do a quick test just to make sure that the actual brake light is working. Yeah, boy. So these are the cables for your indicators and these are the actual plugs for the indicators. However, whoever installed the previous brake light that it had didn't save the original plugs, so we don't have them, and I'm just going to go ahead and wire this in to the right wires. So you need to identify which wire you're supposed to tap into. So the indicators are on and you can see that's flashing, so you know it needs to go on the green, one of them, and then the other one in here needs to be identified as well, which is, there it is. So, and I believe that color, that's brown color, if I'm not mistaken, if I can see properly, that one there, yeah. So that's where it's supposed to go. So I'm just getting ready to wire them up. We've identified which wire is which. So to avoid you having to test, obviously these applies to the 17 to the 19. So this is the wire. So the brown wire is for your left indicator, and then the green wire is for your right indicator. And then in order to identify which side is which on your brake light, we just go ahead and basically just join the wires, make them touch. So this is the left side, and then on the other side you can see that's the right side. So now we know that these needs to go on the green and this needs to go on join the brown. Don't forget to use some heat shrink. It's always good to use this stuff when you doing electrical connections. Obviously if you don't have any, just electrical tape, isolating tape will do, but this adds another layer of safety. And that should do it. That's with the heat shrink and everything. So first indicator done. So now let's go ahead and do the other side. Everything is exactly the same. And now let's test it. So that's your left indicator, right indicator. Let's now do hazard lights. All we need to do now is just close it up. Well, tidy these up, close it up, and put it all back together, and then we're golden. So continue watching. As mentioned previously, don't forget to put these clips back on. So very important, can you see that clip that it has there? It needs to slot into there, and underneath it, right here, that plastic part, it also needs to slot into place. Otherwise there will be gaps. doing the last little bits. Last screw done. It's just a matter of putting the seat back on. Now, that's your right indicator, left indicator, and then your hazards and brake, all good. If you would like one of these adjustable tail tires from Flip and Dip, I'm going to be leaving the link down below. Make sure you use our code for a 10% discount, all right? Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we hope you have enjoyed this video. Until the next one.